oftentimes when people think alternative school, they don't think that there's much structure here. But in fact, we rely on the structure. You know, one of the things that our students often need is some structure that they can rely on. That's the skeleton of each day's activity. So we have traditional classes in a sense. We have a schedule they can follow. They may choose not to. We do have kids who, for one reason or another, and sometimes because of nutrition, sometimes because of other personal issues, are going to be frustrated with any class. As good a class as it might be, they want to get up and go out. As long as I say they're not going to disrupt us, that's okay. I just have to observe that, make note of it, and then they receive their credit or not get credit on the basis of whether they're participating. Surprisingly, they have been more successful at the junior college than going back to take high school classes at Santa Rosa High. And I think that may speak to the fact that our program functions more like a college experience in terms of making choices, doing it because it's something you've chosen to do, because you have the flexibility to perform or not perform. There's an expectation of maturity and responsibility.
When you're doing a power chord, you're using just...
You're really trying to get the credit that you need, and if you just stick with it, it's real fast and easy. I think it's fun. I like to do all the work. It just makes it a lot easier on me.
I think there is a countercultural feeling about coming to Mesa because it doesn't seem like the traditional established program. And so it does attract students who are feeling alienated by institutions. They might be frustrated, searching for some identity.
I had a really hard time being in a normal high school. I felt really constricted by a lot of the focus that high school had upon getting their curriculum done and focusing on getting what they felt like you needed to learn done instead of sometimes giving you the opportunity to expand on things that you might be more interested in.
Their frustrations with high school aren't learning problems. Generally speaking, they're quite bright. And so when the district has compared schools on the basis of test scores, the state testing, our school has done very well. They're doing as well as any high school in the district. As you can see, I have the media around me here. We have our own digital equipment. We have some G4s. We're doing editing here, but the access to the studio, the editing suites, your expertise at the community center, it helps. It gives them an uplift. They're in a non-public school environment.
And we were kids given an opportunity to have responsibility because we were using some really neat and expensive equipment, but we were given, you know, kind of honor, and we were given an ability to be respected as individuals and trusted as individuals.
So having access to the equipment is important. Being able to go in there on a whim when we feel we've got an inspiration some afternoon and get busy and create a project, it allows for a lot of inspirational moments. And I find in our population, being able to be spontaneous is really important.
And there's a real sense of community that stretches out everybody who comes through here. And I think that's really what we're trying to do, is get these students to feel part of something, feel part of something greater than themselves.
Within a week, it felt like I had been here for a month, just because everyone was so accepting. I just think it's really great. Without it, you know, I pretty much might have been a lost cause.
Yeah, I think the #1 thing that I learned here from Mesa that I can say I use every single day is self-respect.
Not only do we educate them, but we create human beings that really care. We create human beings that find their heart when they've never sometimes known they had one.